Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome co-founder and Chief Technology Officer, Salesforce, Parker Harris.
All right. All right, welcome everyone to TrailheaDX. How about Conbrio? Huh? Pretty awesome. I think I need to take some dancing lessons from that lead singer, and I'm not going to try the split. Trust me. That was pretty amazing, though, so congrats to that band. Way to kick it off. So excited to be here, and as we do with every show, I want to thank all of you. Thank all of you for what you've done with us to create such an incredible company, such an incredible platform, such an incredible community. It's all because of you, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I also want to welcome, give everybody a hand. Awesome. Okay, we have a lot of trailblazers in the audience. How many of you are trailblazers? Yeah. All right, so I want to welcome all of the MVPs right here. You guys are key to our success. Thank you for being here. And also, another super important constituency is VetForce is right here in the audience. Welcome. Thanks for being here. So welcome all of the Trailblazers. Welcome to all of you. Welcome to all of you online as well. We have over 20,000 people joining us from all over the world. It's like a family reunion. Everyone's come together to celebrate our platform, to talk about our platform. And it's not just here in San Francisco. Not just here in San Francisco. Believe it or not, all over the world, it doesn't matter what hour of the day it is, people are awake. And Cody is everywhere. So New Zealand, Australia, South America, Africa, people all over the world are joining us today. And I'd like to bring a few of those viewing parties to you today. And let's go say hello to a few of them. Hello to New York. Hey, welcome New York. Paris, bonjour, bonjour. It's bonsoir. Okay, Toronto, welcome. DX Live in Toronto and Chicago. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Amazing. And there's London. All right, and I hope in Paris and London you guys are having some cocktails. It's around dinner time. There's New York again. So welcome all of you around the world. Pretty cool that we have this amount of momentum in our community, that people are up at all hours joining us today. And they're joining us because we've created something really, really amazing as a company and as a group, as an Ohana. We've created the fastest top 5 growing software company in the world. That's pretty cool. Last fiscal year, Salesforce reported $8.4 billion in earnings. That's pretty amazing. It's going to be even bigger this year. But my CFO, Mark Hawkins, told me I'm not allowed to talk about anything about this year. So it's just about last year. But this year will be even better. And the reason that we keep growing, the reason that we are such a great company is thanks to you. But it's also thanks to the values that we had as a company when we started. And this is how we really think at Salesforce. We think about our core values. Core value of trust. When we started the company, I was talking to customers or potential customers, and they were saying, well, I'm not sure I want to trust my credit card on the internet, much less my customer list. And it started there where we said, all right, well, you need to trust us, but we need to prove to you that you can trust us. We need to prove that we'll be reliable, we'll be available, we'll be secure, that we'll have good contracts with you, that we're there for you to support you, that you will be part of our Ohana. So trust was always number one, and that led to an incredible amount of growth, our second value. Growth is still important. You saw that $8.4 billion. We will continue to grow. We're growing the community. We're growing the jobs, all based on innovation. That's why you're here today, is to learn about the platform, to learn about being a developer and an admin, because that is what's powering our growth, is that innovation. And finally, equality. Equality is so important. It's really the foundation of everything that we do. You know, treating people equally, having a diverse community. There's a diverse community here in the audience, a diverse community online. For me, it's important selfishly for innovation, because diverse communities and inclusiveness create better ideas and better innovation and better companies, better communities. So let's talk about equality here today, here in San Francisco at TrailheaDX. We have education. You heard from Girls Who Code. We want to teach girls. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here. They're teaching young girls to code. I'm trying to raise the number of women in technology at Salesforce. It's super important, super important. Yeah, it's really important. The only way we're really going to create a big change, though, is to teach young girls that technology is amazing and that coding is not scary, and they can be trailblazers just like all of you. So thank you to girls who code. Equality for all. So we have gender-neutral bathrooms. You might have noticed in your badges, you've got some stickers that are pronoun stickers. Equality for all is super important. And we kicked off Trailhead just this past Sunday here in San Francisco. We had the Pride Parade. Was anyone there with me walking in the parade? It was incredible, incredible turnout. That's me with Tony Profit, our Chief Equality Officer. Incredible turnout, and what a great way to kick off the week. The environment later today, you're going to hear from Suzanne DiBianca here in this room talking about the environment. Really, really great talk, and there's going to be a whole panel of people with her. So come later today, you'll hear from her. And finally, philanthropy, giving back. Now, I have a few badges. I should have more. I need to do more, Sarah Franklin. I will, I promise. Sarah is a ranger. She has a ton of badges. How many of you in the audience have a Trailhead badge? All right. For every badge, for those of you who didn't raise your hand, or if you raised your hand and you really want to get more, because I know you do, for every badge you earn here at TrailheaDX for the next 2 days, we will donate $10 as a company for every badge to the Sierra Club. Okay? That's awesome. So please call us on that and do a ton of badges. Like, challenge us. Let's give a ton of money to the Sierra Club. Let's learn more about the platform. Let's all become trailblazers. Now, philanthropy at Salesforce really started at the very beginning. When I started the company, when I met Mark Benioff, it was an incredible experience for me 18 years ago. And he came to me and he said, you know, part of what we're going to do is we're going to create a 501c3. That's a public nonprofit. And I said, great, no problem. That's easy. And he said, we're going to put 1% of our equity, 1% of our time, 1% of our profits. I said, sure, we're just 3 people, no problem. That's easy. You know, we had no profit, no product. You know, we had no time as well, you know. But since then, 18 years later, our employees have given back 2.1 million hours in time to nonprofits around the world. Yeah. The company has helped nonprofits with $160 million in grants, and that's pretty cool. But what I love is that they're using our service. They're using our service for fundraising. Red Cross is using it to track disasters around the world, to track blood banks. They're using it for all kinds of uses, and I'm sure that there are trailblazers out there that are helping these nonprofits. So if you're with a nonprofit or you're a trailblazer helping a nonprofit, please stand up and be recognized. Okay, look at that. Pretty awesome. Thank you. Okay, and for all of you who didn't stand up, it's okay. You have an opportunity to help these people. You know, I do that in my spare time because I like to continue to learn on our platform. I take the trails and I help nonprofits myself, because what better way to stay up on tech and to feel good is to give back to those nonprofits. So please, please, please help them. But I want to talk about one nonprofit in particular that we'd like to showcase today. And that's a company or a nonprofit called PepUp Tech. And I'd like to invite Ribi De La Paz and Stephanie Herrera. Please come on up. Stephanie. Ribi, thank you. Stephanie. Okay, so I've talked to you a bit. I talked to you before the show. I was briefed before. I know a lot about PepUp Tech now. I didn't know at all because I thought you were only based in New York. But you're helping people learn Trailhead, to learn to get jobs. But I can't say it as well as you can. So Ribi, could you tell the audience a little bit more? What does PepUp Tech do?
So our mission at PepUp Tech is to reach out to those underrepresented communities, such as African Americans, Hispanics, people who've lost their jobs to industries who have outsourced, and people who retired and now they need jobs. They have to change their career. So we're offering access to technology through our training, as well as following up using our ecosystem networks to give them apprenticeships, internships, and support. Because we're Ohana, we solve problems like we did with Nicholas in New York at Monroe College. Nicholas found an apprenticeship, internship, and he also has a job, and he can pay for his schooling. So we did that, and we said, let's scale it, and so now we're doing that.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. And as you told me just before the show, it's not just in New York that you're doing this.
We're doing this in Chicago, we're doing this in New York, we're doing this in Florida, Texas, Michigan. We're spreading.
That is awesome. Okay, that's incredible. Now, Stephanie, how do you know that you're successful, and how do you measure success and see the impact that you're having on these communities?
Well, Parker, for us, the key to success is like with everything, community. We need volunteers, donations, internships from the whole Salesforce ecosystem. At some point, we've all had doors opened for us. Now it's our turn to open doors on a massive scale. If we're truly going to see the needle on diversity stats move, it's going to require action from all of us working together. So we hope all of you will partner with PepUp Tech in our efforts.
Yeah. So thank you. So incredible. Thank you for all you're doing. Obviously, you're doing an incredible amount for our Ohana and spreading the community that we have with Trailblazers, but also, most importantly, around equality and helping people who are underprivileged get those jobs. And what I want to do today is give you both an award, an equality award from Salesforce. We have them right here. So congratulations.
Thank you.
They're heavy and dangerous.
Oh my God.
All right, let's give them a big hand. Thank you. Thank you. Woo! All right, be careful carrying those. We tend to make dangerous awards. So what an incredible, incredible story. And they're creating trailblazers. They're creating more developers, people who are evolving in our ecosystem. And what an ecosystem we have. It's incredible. We have over 4 million developers in our community. And look at that graph. Look at the slope of that curve. It's exponential. We are growing at an exponential rate because of all of you, because of events like this, because of all the people around the world joining us, because we're creating jobs and we're just making a huge impact on communities like in New York and like in Chicago. So much so that what we call it is the Salesforce economy. Now, what is a Salesforce economy? Well, 2 of the top 10 jobs in 2017 are related to Salesforce work. 300,000 job postings today are job postings for people who need Salesforce-related skills. IDC has predicted that by 2020, we will have almost a $400 billion impact on the economy, creating over 1.9 million jobs. That's incredible. So in these, So whether it's in these underprivileged communities for equality, we're getting people back to work, or veterans, VetForce, incredible stories here where people are coming back to the United States, they're getting these jobs, and they're having a huge impact on themselves and their families. It's incredible. And they're doing it with, as you know, with Trailhead. Now, I met incredible gentleman here in the audience, Zach Otero. Zach, stand up. Just stand up and be recognized. All right. Thank you. Okay. So let me tell you Zach's story before I talk a little bit about Trailhead. Because I had his story, but then I talked to him this morning, and it was even more incredible. So Zach is from Missouri. Zach was working in a factory. And he was working 10-hour days, 6 days a week. Sounds like a lot of work. It sounds like when we started Salesforce. It's a ton of work. And he really wanted to pivot his career. He didn't go to college, so he was like, okay, well, what do I do coming from being a factory worker? Even before Trailhead, he's listening to podcasts or Dreamforce events. He's listening to seminars while he's working in the factory, because it was work where he could do both, which is pretty incredible. 10 hours a day, he's listening to these podcasts. Then he just turned on to Trailhead, learns Trailhead. Now he has a job at a financial services company. He has transformed his life. He has an amazing career. He's taking care of his family. That is a trailblazer story. So congratulations, Zach. Way to go. And he's doing that through Trailhead. Most of you, I hope, know what Trailhead is, but if you don't, it's incredible. I know Sarah knows what it is. It's personalized learning, but personalized learning that's fun. You take it that has a really great tone of writing, so it's really fun and funny sometimes. They're easy to take, they're short. You take these tests, you get badges. I love getting those badges. It's almost a reward. You can see how many badges you have. If you're like Sarah or other people, how many people are a ranger status? Yeah, check that out. So you have to get at least 100 badges, 50,000 points. It's hard to get. I'm not a ranger yet, but I'm gonna work on it this summer and try to take some more. And it's not just tech skills, it's also business skills. So it's pretty incredible. And it's really sparked what we call a trailblazer movement. It's incredible. And this has happened almost without us, which I find incredible. So groups like Trailhead for All, teaching people all over the United States about Salesforce, about becoming trailblazers, learning to be admins, learning to be developers. Girl Develop It, another group helping girls learn to code. It's awesome. PepUp Tech, you just heard from. And Salesforce Saturdays. Groups are getting together on the weekend to celebrate Salesforce, to talk about being trailblazers, to learn from each other, to take trails together. It's incredible, all over the United States. And this momentum is incredible. It's so incredible that, Trailhead's only 3 years old, okay? But in the past 3 years, all of you in our community have earned 2.5 million badges. That's a lot of badges. That's a lot of badges. That's a lot of trails. But you know what? There are more badges to be had. You are not done. Trailhead continues to evolve. There are new ways to learn with Trailhead. If you're a developer or an admin on our platform, you probably are using other tools as well as part of your job, as part of developing or being an admin, managing Salesforce. You might be using tools from Atlassian. You might be using tools from GitHub. How do you learn those? Well, we've opened up our platform to support these other tools, to teach you these other tools that are part of the tool chest that you need to be successful. We also have 20 more badges this summer. Every release, we're going to come out with more and more badges. And you'll never be done learning, right? It's pretty incredible. People like Jennifer Lee. Jennifer, you're back here. Okay, if you want to be like Jennifer, you've got to earn 250 badges. I think you got to the end, and so we have to keep creating badges to stay ahead of Jennifer. It's pretty incredible. So, what a movement we created, what a learning experience. I'm so proud of what we've done together. But now I want to show you guys more about what we do. We have some stories to tell you, and I'd like to invite Alex Day up on stage.